Hey guys, it is May 14th, 2025, 7:28 a.m. And I'm getting ready for work. Just got out of the shower, getting dressed, smoking a cigarette. How have you guys been? I hope anyone who is a mom had a good Mother's Day. In any mom capacity, mom, grandma, stepmom, foster mom, surrogate mom-like figure in a person's life, all that good stuff. I celebrated early with my mom. I bought her a couple of charms for her Pandora bracelets. I got her Camille charms and gave them to her during the week. And Sunday, I went out with Phil to see the accountant too. I didn't see the first one, but the second one was boss. So proud of myself. I officially started to organize the backyard for the summer. Yay! And before I went to the endocrinologist, I was, alright, I'm throwing out my weight, which I never do, because I feel like a fat ass, because I am, but whatever. I was 209 point something. When I went to the endocrinologist, I was 204 point something, and then last week I weighed myself and I was 200 point 5. I don't like to weigh myself. Actually not allowed to have a scale in my house. And that was from like 3 endocrinologists ago. Because I'm in a group practice. Love you too. And the people in that group seem to leave. And I should be seeing a nutritionist and a doctor who focuses on disordered brains when it comes to food. But yeah, so when people my size are like, oh, I have an eating disorder. Okay. Yes, it is possible to be this size and have a disorder. But it's a disordered mind. Okay? Like, they're not different. It's just clinically it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. With me, Monday through Friday, I don't eat during the day. Like I was doing when I was trying to get pregnant. Because there's no point. I'm not,
Now hold on a second.
Trying to support a baby. So Monday through Friday, I don't eat anything. Lately, I'll come home, I'll do whatever I have to do, and I will eat when I feel like it. Like last night, I did not eat a ton, and this morning my stomach was grumbling loud, like I'm hungry, and I know I am not going to eat until tonight, unless I get to the point where, like, my blood sugar is, like, crashing, and that is when, like, I force myself to eat, or I know I can pass out, and because it happened when I was at family court, ambulance came, they kept checking my sugar, they had to do sternum rubs. I guess I was gray when I was found. And my sugar just kept getting lower. It went from, I remember, because it was like I was watching myself. It was very strange. Like, and it was 54 in the locker room. And then, by the time I got in the ambulance, it was down to 40 something. And the only thing they give you is, you know, like, it's clear jelly that, like, it looks like gel. It comes in a little tube for cakes. It's sugar. It's pure sugar. You know, multicolored gel. That is what they gave me because it's just sugar, and I am sure that tube costs like $5,000. I don't know. Yeah. It was, But you know what I mean? If you go to baking supplies and it's like, I don't know, instead of using a pastry bag, you can write with it and shit. One of those little tubes. And I was incoherent. Like, it was so effed up. And then after that, and this happened years ago, like, I'm 43. So definitely after my 25th birthday, because I saw Carol after it had happened. And whatchamacallit, I had to go for like an EKG. I had to do like, you know, the whole heart workup, because my father's one valve was replaced with a pig valve. I had to run on a treadmill. They did an ultrasound. I don't know what, an EKG and ultrasound. It was ultrasound, then they hooked it up to like different, different things. I had to wear like one of those halter things and have stickies all over me, and then I had to be tested for a seizure disorder. Like, they showed like a lot of lights. Like, it was in a hospital setting. I sat there and just flash like different lights on me at different frequencies, different like whatever. And then I had to have a tilt table test, and they hook you up to an IV and put I don't know what into it, and then they have you on this table, and it's like a hospital bed almost, and it literally tilts. It like comes up and it tilts one way, it tilts the other way, and they have paddles there in case your heart goes wonky and they need to restart it. So yeah, that is the only time I eat because of my experience with that. So I'm very proud of myself because this will be the first time since starting fertility treatments that I will be under 200 pounds and starting like Lamictal, the Vibrid, lithium, all these meds that I've been on, you know, throughout the years have wreaked havoc on my mind and my body, because I've never worshipped the porcelain goddess, but that's because I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. But and do not take this as me saying, oh, my medication. No, my fat ass could have been up and moving around, but that medication made me not want to get up and move around. That medication made me want to lay in bed and rot. Alright, like, that is what it does to your brain, to my brain. But my brain does not handle medication well, you know. It's every brain is different, and every diagnosis is different, and the same diagnosis could look different on 10 different people, you know. But yeah, I have a disordered brain when it comes to eating, because I don't like eating in front of people. I can't make decisions when it comes to food. Like, if you were to put me in a restaurant setting, depending on if I was in a depressed mood, if there were other people that were going to be eating with us, whatever, if I hadn't had my anti-anxiety meds, if 100 different reasons, alright, I wouldn't know what to order. I've had other people order for me before, because I couldn't make a decision. It's that was also with my depression too. I didn't know what to choose. Like, even now, and I think it's the time frame too when she asks, because my mom, you know, I give her my card, she goes and gets groceries, whatever. I mean, the house is in my name technically, but it's hers. I really don't even think about, you know, any of that shit, because, like, I give my mom my debit card. I tell her, just tell me how much you spend so I can write it down. That's all I care about. I was like, you can take whatever amount of money you want. Yeah, just don't bankrupt me, you know. And whatever, I don't care. It's easier that way. And she'll ask me, like, what are you gonna want for dinner? What are you gonna want? I have no idea. But it's also 8:30 on a Tuesday, and you're asking me what I'm going to want for dinner, you know, Friday night, when I'm not even thinking about food, you know. Federal Protective Service Police. That means that they work in the federal building. And I'm pretty sure they have no arresting powers. I think if they can go out and about and drive, they have a gun. Like, I have food in my freezer. I don't know if it's because I'm lazy or what. I don't know. It's strange. My mind is strange. And then like when she had her surgery, you know, I'm trying to sit there and I'm like, what do you want for dinner? And I'm asking her, like, what do you want? What do you want me to cook? No, I don't want you to have to cook. Alright, well, how the frig are we supposed to eat? And how is your body supposed to heal if I'm not cooking food? Like normal food. And plus, I mean, she couldn't really eat a ton of things that had to be cut off or whatever else. So, like, in the mornings before work, you know, I'd make her eggs and whatever else, and I'd cut everything up into, like, bite-sized pieces for her. Shit like that. Like, I got here, and I found a parking spot. Yay me. So, my ex Gerald, the one who wanted to be the baby daddy, called me. He's been calling me for a few weeks, and on Facebook Messenger. So, last week I finally answered. I was already tired, and I had already taken my nighttime Cymbalta and Klonopin, and I told him what happened, and he was mad at me, like really mad. Why didn't you call me? I would have been there. I should have been there for you. You should have let me know. It's not your decision who I tell, you know, whatever. And then we're talking about other stuff, whatever. And then he was like, you know, we're meant to be together. He was like, just say yes. Just, let's make it official. Just say yes. Everything else. I was like, Gerald, let me make it past this weekend. Let me make it past Mother's Day after just losing my baby. And going through what I went through. For however many years. Just let me get through it. But no, we didn't want to do that. So, He just kept on going, kept on going, kept on going. And he was like, if we were together, I could get you pregnant so fast, and blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? Like, first of all, I don't even want to think about any activity involving making a baby right now. I don't want anyone or anything around that area, like, even checking for anything. And then he just kept going. So I was like, I've got to go to bed. I'll talk to you later. And he was like, all right, love you. And I don't even think I said I love you back. I hung up. And I can't keep going through that. And I feel really bad that I did this, but I blocked him. Like, I just can't with him anymore. It's not healthy for me, and if I keep letting myself talk to him, be around him, like, we are not endgame. We are not meant to be together. He is just someone who's been in my life for a very long time, who shouldn't have been. He is a part of history that I don't want as my history. And he is the reason why he is part of the reason why my life was so messed up as a kid. So, yeah. And that, my loves, is what has been going on. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Always remember to be yourself, because you're amazing and no one should tell you otherwise. And I will talk to you later.